Mo, jump it off, man. I know you seen the Akron thing. What's going on, man? Huh?
Man, there's a lot of stuff going on out there in Akron, you know. They
Right.
shot Jayland Walker over, 60 times, you know. I mean, it was just straight crazy. 90 bullets they shot at him, but 60 hit him. They say it was a
Right.
police chase,
Yeah.
but, I mean, even though it was a police chase, a traffic stop, I mean, that ain't no reason to shoot no person 60 times.
Well,
His
here's the
body
thing.
laying there.
Right.
They still shooting at him. He dead, obviously. They still shooting at him. And then they had the nerve to handcuff him after all that, after he laying there.
Well, you gotta look. So I read the story. The story was he got stopped, and when they was chasing him, they either heard or saw gunshots from his car.
I heard it was
And,
fireworks.
This is
Yeah. That cop. I saw the video. The cop who was behind him. They showed the angle where it's pointed straight towards his window, his driver's side. The cop said, "I heard a shot come through his door." So anyway, they chased him. Now in the video, you can see they tried to tase him, but he was too quick, so they overkilled him.
yeah. It was definitely overkill. It was way too excessive. I will say that. But supposedly, is what the cops are saying, that he shot at them. He got out. He ran. So they did what they had to do. But remember,
They said they said he pulled. They said they saw him reach for his waist.
yeah. But remember,
Don't they always say that?
Remember, I think I don't know what. I think it was a white man before then killed two cops and a dog, something like that, in
No,
Kentucky.
3 cops in Kentucky.
So this is in the wake
Something
of
like
that. This is in the wake of that. So is it a retaliation? I don't know. You see what I'm saying?
But see, it was 3 brothers
I mean,
out
but
there
what happened?
in Ohio that supposedly
Yeah.
killed a young white dude out there in Ohio. They killed a young white dude.
In Akron.
Yeah, and they arrested them, the 3 young brothers. So it was something that actually went on right there in Ohio, right there in their, backyard. So people are saying this is retaliation for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
See, that was straight overkill. But I mean, how many times is gonna happen? Brothers running, or supposedly they got a gun, or supposedly they trying to attack police, or they all killing them, males, females. But I mean, we got all these mass shootings. White dude went up there and shot all the people in that Buffalo grocery store. They didn't shoot him. He got arrested.
No,
all
you
the
know
other
why?
mass shooters, dude
You
shoot
know
up a
what's funny?
movie theater, he get arrested. Dylan Roof shot up black folks in the church, he get arrested.
What's funny is that if you go to see it on Facebook, if you go on CNN and see they just posted this like today or yesterday,
Yeah.
and you see the comments, and some people bring up all the mass shootings, and you know what all the privileged do say? All the privileged says that they complied. They comply. That's the difference.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is on the flip side too, because how they spinning this whole picture for everybody. At the same time, it is excessive, right? Was excessive. It was. But they gonna look at, or we should be looking at, if that was black on black crime, if that had been brothers who shot that brother, would it be on the news? Are we spinning a whole narrative? Because there's been brothers who have been killed in the street just the same way. Not to mention in Chicago with 2 youngsters, man. They were so heinous. They caught a young dude. They took turns shooting him in the face, and then nobody even hear about that.
No, I didn't hear about it.
The dude. You say you heard about it?
I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, they took turns shooting this dude in the face, young black dude, black on black crime. So the way they spin it, I know, Mo, I was talking to you about it. I was like, man, I said, they trying to say it's no different than y'all calling yourselves the N word. Why can't we call y'all the N word? Y'all kill each other, so why can't we shoot at y'all too? I mean, y'all doing it yourself too, so why you get mad when we do it? You know what I mean? Like, y'all not protesting for that crime that just happened in Chicago when that young lady was pregnant, young black woman, man, she was pregnant. The black dude, she was pleading for her life because they just, killed somebody they was looking for that was around her or whatever. And man, they killed her. They shot her right there dead with a baby in her stomach. And she kept saying, I'm pregnant though, but I'm pregnant. Nope, you going too. You don't hear nothing about that.
Now, let me ask you this.
You don't hear nothing about that.
Did that happen in a rich neighborhood or did that happen in a poor neighborhood? Middle class?
That happened in, you're right. That happened in just a minority community. I'm going to tell you something about Chicago, man. Man, Chicago is already segregated. Like it really is. When I grew up in Chicago, man, I went to all black schools. All black schools. There was no white students whatsoever. We only had one white teacher, and his name was Mr. Sloboda. That's how I remember him. He was Polish. He was the only white teacher in one of the high schools I went to. Everybody else was black. I didn't experience, seeing interracial couples or none of that until I moved out of Chicago. So to say, was it in a just black neighborhood? It's like that most of Chicago where we were at was black predominantly. You know what I mean? So, and it's a lot of people out there that have money, just like Atlanta. You just don't hear about it like that. You hear more about Chicago's violence than you do the affluent black folks that's there. That's what you hear a lot. You hear that a lot more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the end of the day, it's just that when they shot him 60 times, when the coroner said, man, his cause of death was a homicide because it was only 8 police officers shot more than 100 times. 60 hit him. Wow. That means they were aiming right at him. They trained police officers.
Target practice.
You mean nobody could shoot? You know what I mean? Like I can see, okay, 2 shots in the leg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 2 cops. You know what I mean? But man, 60
times,
bro.
Come on.
It is
At the end of, I'm gonna tell you, at the end of the day, and I gotta stand on it. What I believe is there's nothing going to change at all. At all.
The only way is going to change.
We got to make stuff change.
I don't know.
And it's deep though, because I'm gonna tell you, the media. See, I was doing the research. Before they put out the video, the only news station that's really known that was showing this was USA Today. It was like a complete ghost town with all the other news stations. I was going from site to site to site and just checking on who talking about this. Now, like black
Right.
news media was talking about it. News One, I saw it on there. I saw it on The Root, but all the other major news networks, it was a straight ghost town, except USA Today, and it might have been mentioned somewhere here and there on some other ones. But once that body cam footage came out, of course, it started popping up everywhere. Yesterday,
Right.
later yesterday, it was on TMZ. It popped up on CNN finally. And then, it was on Fox and then some other spots. But it was a complete media wipeout. It just wasn't nowhere really. You had to
It was a blackout,
really
yeah.
search. Yeah.
TV. No, I'm gonna tell you how deep it was. Yesterday we had a bunch of people over here. When I say a bunch of people, we had, my niece, my aunt I hadn't seen in a while, cousins, their kids. And do you know, bro, out of everybody that was in the house, only one person heard of what happened. Everybody else was stunned when I told them the news. They was like, what? I said, y'all didn't hear that at all, did you? They was like, no.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's how they
well,
control
that's
it.
the purpose. I said, that's the purpose of why we going live, to let the people know what we think and what's happening if you don't know. and kind of